how we can reconverse. You see those here. You see those 9 players, they got a cohesion that I say, this is the Washington Nationals team that I like. They got great communication, they play well together, and for me, if you put a Washington Nationals team without Trea Turner, it's not the same team. They play totally different without Trea on the field. So for me, that's one of the things that makes Trea Turner a really good fit for the most valuable player. But sadly, that is not how they pick the most valuable player. But anyways, let's continue on to the other guy that is on the corner, other players this day. So now that we talked about Trea Turner, I want to get your heads turned to Andrew Steverson. We haven't seen him play that much. And he entered the Nationals in 2007. He has got 106 games in total, like in his career. 146 at-bats, 17 runs, 32 hits, 4 doubles, 1 home run, 14 RBIs, and a .219 average. In the 2019 stats, as I told you, he doesn't play that much, so his numbers are going to be low. He has got 14 at-bats, 0 home runs, 0 RBIs, and a point average of 286. Yeah, he doesn't play that much, but I am very curious to see as to if something ever happens and he gets to be like a regular starter. We see him that he's a good hitter, a little bit better than Trea, and that is saying a lot. I wonder, will he be better than Trea? I mean, right now, where will you put him? Because he plays the left field, he throws and bats left, and he's 25 years old. He's almost like a Juan Soto. But I'm sorry, Juan Soto is better than him in everything. Juan Soto hits, Juan Soto has defense. Juan Soto is the best. He's the fucking best. My husband is the best, I'm sorry. But exactly, where will he put him to play like if something ever happens, if Soto gets injured again, we see him play in Soto's position until Soto is better. I'm really curious about how he will perform because he got really good numbers on his career, but when you see his 2009 numbers, they are not that good because he's not playing that often. So I really think that he could be a good position player. A good starter, but the problem is the left fielder position is currently taken, and Juan Soto is doing really well there. So I don't see that we can take Juan Soto out of the left field right now because Juan Soto is going really well. So we're going to have to wait a little bit longer to see what happens, to see him play to the fullest. So now that you know this information, I hope that you guys take a closer look at Trea Turner and Andrew Steverson and to the Washington Nationals players in general, as we discuss their numbers, as we discuss the way that they play on the field. So I hope that you guys take a closer look and see that the Washington Nationals players are really good at what they do and that they deserve every bit of spotlight that they can get. Okay, I'm sorry. This information I got my hands on today, this morning, because I was so lazy to even read the article. I was so lazy to even look information on the possible players. And I was like, oh, I need to talk about this. I need to cover this. But it just I don't know how to approach this. I don't know how I can cover this without sounding dumb or something. Because most of the players that I'm going to be talking about, most of the players that I'm going to be mentioning for you to look in the information, because most of the players I don't know, I haven't seen them play in my life. In my 25 years that I have been on this earth, I have never seen this player play. Because I don't follow the teams, because of reasons. I only know one, and that's it. So that's one of the reasons of why I was so lazy into, should I talk about this? Should I not talk about this? And I ended up talking about it because I need to. So I'm just going to give you basic information on them so you guys can do your own research and see if what I'm telling you, if it adds up, if it doesn't, just tell me, because we are here to learn about each other, because I don't know anything. I don't know everything. You don't know everything, so we can complement each other on this. So yeah, without further ado, let's just talk about the Wednesday, and about the next guy that could be traded on Wednesday, and three of these guys, because I did read the article, kind of, and honestly, I say kind of, because I was just reading the article on the guys that could land a spot on the Nationals. So those are: number one, Ken Giles, right-handed pitcher, reliever for the Blue Jays. Second one, Sam Dyson, whichever you want to spell that name. So number two is Sam Dyson, right-handed pitcher, reliever for the San Francisco Giants. And the third one is Scott Oberg, the right-handed pitcher reliever for the Rockies. Okay, personally, I told you, I have only, out of these three guys that I got here, I have only seen in action Ken Giles. And that was because and I might be wrong, I don't think so, but I might be wrong, he played for the Houston Astros. Yes, Ken Giles. He did play for the Houston Astros. I am not that far off. I don't think so. If I am wrong, please go to my social networking sites and tell me, Maria, you screw up because Ken Giles didn't play for the for the Houston Astros. Crazy already. So yeah, just correct me, because maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I just dream about it. But I remember seeing Ken Giles playing for the Houston Astros. Maybe I'm living in another dimension. Who knows? But I do remember seeing him play for the Houston Astros, and he's a decent pitcher. I mean, usually for relievers, I am accustomed to see things like oh my god, I forgot his name again. Damn it! I am very accustomed to see these players like Aroldis Chapman, or players like Edwin Sugar Diaz, or Seth Lugo from the New York Mets. And yeah, I am accustomed to see these types of relievers, that you got many batters that cannot hit the ball right when they are pitching. So for me, seeing a reliever that gets hits, I mean that cannot hold the batter and the batter gets hits, for me it's kind of a then you're one of the bunch, uno del montón. So because I am accustomed to these guys, then for me it's a little bit hard. But for me, Ken Giles, he's kinda in the line between good reliever and one of the bunch. There's that really thin line, and I am like, there's some games you could take the bad games. Yeah, he could be a good reliever. If you put the bad games, then you're one of the bunch. But still, because I like the way he pitches, because I like the way that he does his job well, I think that he, out of these three, Ken Giles would be the perfect fit. I mean, now he could be a great addition to the bullpen of the relievers, because already the Washington Nationals, we got Wander Suero, Sean Doolittle, Fernando Plátano Manrotny, and for me, having one or two more relievers is actually a good thing. Maybe, I mean, if we ever get Ken Giles, I hope that we don't have to trade someone else to get him. I don't think so. Maybe I'm wrong. Usually I am wrong about these things, so take what I'm saying with a grain of salt and make your own conclusions about this. So, closing that line, because this wasn't in the paper review that I was reading, while I was getting my thoughts on Ken Giles, I got the conclusion that if they're going to be switching Ken Giles, they should have switched Edwin Sugar Diaz, like how you know him better, Sugar. So they should have also switched Edwin Sugar Diaz to the Washington Nationals from the New York Mets. Edwin is the perfect addition to the Washington Nationals. I definitely see a bullpen of one day you got Wander Suero, one day you got Doolittle, one day you got Rodney, and then one day you got Sugar Diaz. The four. You got four starters, and then four relievers, and then then four closers, and then you got the relievers in the middle. But then you got the closers, and then you got the how I said, Wander Suero, Doolittle, Rodney, and then Sugar Diaz. That would be the perfect for the closer line, and yeah. But I don't think that he's going to be landing on the Washington Nationals. Could happen, but it's not likely. It's more likely that he ends up in the Boston Red Sox, but it's unlikely that he is going to land in the Washington Nationals. So for me, that would be a fantasy, a very far away fantasy that I have. But yeah. Anyways, that is my fantasy, and just let me be. Okay, so setting aside the fantasy, setting aside everything, let's talk about the next week games, and that will be Monday. That is today. We got the Nationals versus the Braves. Let me see if I can give you a quick recap on how the game is going. Quick recap. The game of today is in the end of the seventh, and the Nationals are winning 6-2 against the Atlanta Braves. That is actually good to start the week. Thank you, Nationals, for going into a great start. Anyways, tomorrow, Tuesday game, is the Nationals versus the Braves at 7:05 p.m. Then on Wednesday, we got the Nationals versus the Braves again at 12:05 p.m. Thursday we got the Nationals versus the Diamondbacks at 9